Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 1 Lorethrough Part 3, where we are gathering ingredients for the Triss who is dying.
Yes?
And we are not. So that's great.
Lambert gave me the formula.
I take it you already have white gull and calcium equum.
I do. What next?
You'll need celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster, like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Okay, is this just me, or did he pronounce white as white? As in, whip? Because how did he sneak that in there? I'm pretty sure he did. Stewie, are you voicing Vesemir? See, these are the things that you were supposed to, ding, basically. Along with these. Go on, Geralt. Go on. You're almost there. Your magic comes back real slow. Ding. Look, it's still dinging! I don't believe you. And this one as well. But we don't have to do that, because they did it for us instead. Got some claws, we've got some eyes, and we can actually use the eye for a potion as well. Basically everything that you loot from special mobs, you can make a, well, special potion from as well. So in this case, Frightener potion. And they give you like buffs, like free talents usually, or just extra talents. Some of them are really only unlockable if you have made the potion, basically. Like, you can't use normal talents to get them. Mix it. Wait, have I not read this? I have. I guess we didn't have the Frightener. Oh, there it is. Oh, hold. Ugh, now I have to do it again. I didn't read it yet. Geralt was going into meditations like, woman, you have not read about the Frightener yet. There, now we know how to make it. Get up and get straight back down. Don't be annoyed with me, Geralt. This is just how it is. Ah, we don't have enough ingredients for that regardless. We suck. These things, the vitriol and the rebis and the quiverth, most of it you can get from just getting herbs, basically. You do a lot of herbing here if you want to make potions. Now we go upstairs. And sleep with Triss. I mean, help Triss. Completely altruistic, I swear. No, Geralt, you don't have to put your sword away when you're grabbing chicken. But you can grab chicken any time of the moment. Maybe I'll skip this walk to Triss's room. Ah, it's not that far. That is room. That is Eskel. That is still room. Eskel, why are you up here? Did you just come from Triss's room? You can tell me. It's fine. See, and there are red hairs on this bed now. She doesn't necessarily look like she's in pain, but hey. No, that is alcohol, which no doubt she could use as well, but it's not quite what we need. Where is it? Tawny Owl, White Gull, Unknown Potion. Oh. Derp. See, this looks almost exactly like, what is it called? Not White Rafford. Is it White Rafford? Well, this looks like instant healing, so I just completely overlooked it.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
And this is where you sleep with Triss. I'm not going to censor it, because YouTube is probably going to demonetize the entire Witcher playthrough anyway.
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... The powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me.
It's okay, I'm really just here for the sex card, so, you know. Let's get back, like, Geralt is taking any option to get out of here and I'll sleep with Triss, basically.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive, hard to compare to anything.
Oh,
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
Geralt is so full of it. And this is why Yennefer throws away the bed. Now you know. The more you know, right? Oh, this one is already kind of censored, isn't it? See, here she has like brownish hair, which makes a lot more sense. There's a cat. You get the implications, never mind.
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
We delayed the funeral until you awoke.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
Can I have another card? You know, just cuz.
Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz.
Who?
No matter. I have something I'd like to teach you.
How to just walk around things. That's what I want to teach you.
Geralt, can we go?
I think. Anyway, Vilgefortz was the most powerful sorcerer ever known in the Witcher world. So if that's what he would become, then yeah, he'd basically be unbeatable by any of us. Definitely not Geralt, because Geralt needed a lot of help to beat him in the first place, but I think Triss is overreacting a bit. Probably because she didn't actually fight Vilgefortz. The people that fought him directly were Geralt, Yennefer, and Regis, who died in the process, which, you know, he comes back, but he died in the process. And the only reason that they beat him is because Geralt had a medallion of Fringilla Vigo, which conjured something of an illusion, and Vilgefortz didn't anticipate that, because obviously Yennefer was down and out at the moment, and, well, Geralt's a witcher who doesn't really do illusions, so that is how they beat him. And otherwise, he's literally unbeatable. He completely trashed Geralt. So, no, Triss, no. Azar Javat is in no way on his way to become the next Vilgefortz. He's kind of weak. He is weak sauce. He's nothing. When one Witcher can defeat him, nah.
Can you restore my memory?
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
No time for long explanations.
The theft. What are its possible consequences?
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left.
What about wealthy merchants, dukes, kings?
Perhaps. Anything's possible, but speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information.
True.
We're not gonna get you any
Geralt,
either.
can we go?
I don't know, can we?
We
Let's
shouldn't
go.
keep Vesemir waiting.
Come on then.
I already have your card now anyway, so I don't even care. Yeah, the legs move a bit shady. Don't mind that. It's an old cave, okay?
We don't know where the bandits came from or
Where?
who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then
climate.
I'll head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.
I have some things to say on this. After they talk.
I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears.
That quote's actually from Yennefer, but... Or not
Don't
necessarily.
get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
The nothing is more pathetic than a sorceress in tears was technically from Tissaia of Rhys, who told it to Yennefer, who then repeated it a bunch of times, for example to Ciri. The bandits succeeded in stealing secrets, which the Witchers had been guarding for centuries. We are not going to voice over this. Their leader, a Zerrikanian mage, proved too powerful, even for Triss Merigold, who isn't really that powerful at all, so I don't know why that's an even. The Witchers set out in search of the stolen secrets, classically to the four corners of the world. And the thing... Geralt of Rivia went south to Vizima. I'm trying to say things, but also I'm reading. The thing is... Lambert went, I'll go east to Kedwin, when they're literally already in Kedwin, and if he went further east than that, he would be moving towards Zerrikania and Hatland instead. Lambert.
Caroline, I'm tired. It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
This is the best voice acting ever, by the way. This is my favorite bit of voice acting in the entire game.
I'm cold.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much.
Like, her entire accent just changed. 100% swap.
What are those dogs doing? Dogs?
They're eating them. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god!
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important.
Again it changes.
Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
Otherwise my voice acting will change again. And they glide towards the inn. I actually always really like this cutscene because I thought it was done so well. Like the scene setting, obviously. Oh my god, they're gonna close the doors on us.
Hell, shut the gate quickly.
Because we're monsters, and I know we have swords, but also I don't want to use them.
The beast is attacking. Sound the alarm.
Caroline, you suck at running. A child is literally outrunning you so hard. Standard horror protagonist is what she is. Oh wait, no. The starting victim of each horror video, I should say.
Geralt, Melatelli must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her. Help! No!
Don't open the gate. The beasts will enter. These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters. Stand aside. I'll save her myself.
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you, we're all going to die!
See, okay, another thing that you have to know about the voice acting and the things that they... Well, anything they say, basically, in this game, is that the voice, or the pronunciations of practically everything...
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast!
The pronunciation of practically everything is different from any other game. Entirely.
The time of the sword and axe approaches. The time of the white frost and white light. The time of madness and disdain. Today, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Kaer, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
Flop.
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the Beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the salamander. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
Okay, a few things. First of all, behind Shani, you have Elvin literally writhing in pain, and she's like, oh, I hope he's alright, as they stand there chatting. Behind Geralt, there's a guy dead on the floor, and they're just like, oh, I know I'm a medic, but also, let's have a chat first before I do anything. And anyway, I was talking about the pronunciations. Shani just said Melitele or something, or Melitele. I think she said Melitele. And, I mean, I guess you can kind of tell that I don't agree with that pronunciation. I always say Melitele, which is a pronunciation that they use in other games as well. And you're gonna find this a lot in The Witcher 1, that pronunciations used here change entirely in The Witcher 2 and 3. Various elven things as well. There's in the I think it's called The Price of Neutrality, which is like a DLC bit, like an extra adventure. You have this elf and he pronounces I think he also talks about Ida Emion, which is an entirely different pronunciation from The Witcher 3, which I think is... I'm thinking now. No, I'd actually have to go and look that up. But yeah, he pronounces it different than they do in The Witcher 3, and he pronounces Enshe different than they do in The Witcher 2 and 3. So it's a bit all over the place. Don't let it trip you up, because, I mean, it doesn't change anything about the story, obviously. It's a bit weird. I've always just written it off as different accents. Right? Because that works. People have different accents. They can pronounce things differently. Lore friendly.
It's been a long time since I've heard mention of Salamandra. Do you know anything about them?
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals. Yesterday, they returned a boy they'd whipped with a lamia.
A lamia?
A mayhen crop with small barbs and hooks. It rips away skin and flesh with each strike. Most civilized countries have banned them. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend. Sadly, he grew feverish, and he died that night.
Thanks. I may stay longer than I planned.
Why the interest in Salamandra?
Well, first of all, I didn't show you how I heard about him before. I'm not going to tell you how I found out that they were called Salamandra, but hey, we just do. And this entire place is basically just a cesspit. Where we are right now, this village, this collection of people, they're all vile creatures. This is the worst place to be. Is it worse than Velen? I'm gonna say it is.
They killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
I wouldn't either. Do we know each other? Aside from sleeping together, which I assume that we did because I'm Geralt?
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shani. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north. I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are. Maybe one of them could help.
I hate to admit that, though, because I hate sorcerers. See, that's not really established, generally. She doesn't really seem to hate Philippa when she meets her, so I don't know why she's like, oh, sorceresses. Pa! I have no idea why that is.
What brings you to this village?
I'm traveling to St. Lebioda's hospital in Vizima to help fight the Catriona plague.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them. It'll delay me, but some are certain to die without my aid.
And also, if you get near the Catriona plague, you're very liable to die as well, even though we know that Shani doesn't die of the Catriona plague. It's still not great.
So what'll become of Alvin?
I don't know. I'll look after him for now. Maybe a villager will take him in.
He seems clever enough. Surely someone will want him.
Did you want to ask me something?
I always want to ask everyone everything.
We'll speak later.
Except for now. So this guy's just... lying here. Thank you for the dog skull. Thank you for the dog skull. I'm gonna need to keep one of them. I think I need to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to keep one of those skulls for a quest later. And get up. This is no time to be asleep. And I saw you blinking your eyes, so... Yeah, no, you're definitely blinking your eyes. And then everyone comes out again. It's like, ah, oh, okay. It's safe now. Now I'm gonna steal your stuff, though. All of it, Jinsey. All of it. I need to buy books here, don't I?
Oh, all the rain.
17. Oh, I think I need that later.
Army life's tough.
Army life's tough! Actually, I'm gonna sleep. See, this I'm using flint for now, but you only have a limited amount of those, so, you know. I didn't pick anything up to make Frightener's Vision. No, I did not. But I did level up, and I need this one still. And I think that's all I need. Yeah, that's all I need. So then we can go up to Strength. And to become a powerful Witcher. And deal with... Oh yeah, I do kind of need the fist fights, do I? Oh, I do also like this one, but I am never really intoxicated, so... You want that. And this is straight up. What we want the most is resistance to blinding and resistance to pain. Because they basically both stun you, and I hate that so much. There's a potion for it as well, but it's just so annoying. So we're not dealing with that, is what I'm trying to say. Look, Locatel's not dealing with that. Which means I'm gonna need to learn those potions quickly. Hello there, herbalist. Do you sell books?
Greetings.
Greetings.
What a despicable place. I'm trapped here with my goods while my wife and children wait in the city.
Why's that?
Vizima's gates are closed due to the plague. The gods be my witness, nothing ruins trade like an epidemic.
I guess we just have to wait.
Most of the diseased have died off, but the beast and bandits now spread their own terror. All we're missing are tax collectors.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Yes. You should know that every merchant in this game looks exactly the same. Unless they're a dwarf or a woman. Otherwise, all exactly the same.
What's with this plague?
What of it? 'Tis some variety of the bubonic. To be safe, I avoid any who appear even slightly ill. Aren't you afraid?
I'm immune to infectious diseases.
My grandfather claimed the same, insisting all the while that his bubonic ulcers were merely boils.
May the ground lie lightly upon him.
Yes?
See, the thing is, I don't know why he's calling it the bubonic plague, because that's something from our world. And, okay, the way the Catriona plague got into this world is so. Ciri was portaling around to escape the Wild Hunt to begin with, and she portaled to our world, or what I assume is our world, during the time of the plague, because she enters this village, and there are crosses marked on the doors everywhere, and it smells of death and decay. And she kind of realized that as well, so she doesn't stay there long. But in the time that she's there, a flea jumps on her leg, and she teleports again. She teleports to Nilfgaard, and near a ship, she was in a harbor, she teleports to Nilfgaard in the harbor, and near a ship called the Catriona. And then before she teleports away, the flea that was on her leg from our world, carrying the plague, jumps off again and finds its way onto a rat. That rat goes onto the Catriona, and then that rat comes off somewhere else again, gets attacked by a cat, and the cat doesn't eat the rat entirely because he realizes something's up, but the flea has already jumped off the rat and onto the cat, and then the cat gets sick, and it just spreads from there on out. And that's how the Catriona plague started, and that means that it is basically the bubonic plague, but I don't know how they know about that. Why do they call it the bubonic plague? That is weird. That is just like, did they already have one in that case? And why did they call it the bubonic plague? You know, it's a bit too much of a coincidence, you know? I'm just saying, you know, that comparison's a bit weird.
Tell me about the beast.
I overheard it described as a phantom, appearing from nowhere, murdering those with a heavy conscience.
Interesting.
Royal officials would make a true feast for the beast, And other ghosts serve it, apparently in the form of untiring bloodhounds.
I'll have to ask the locals.
Yes?
He's technically a local now.
Any bandits in the outskirts?
Indeed. They call themselves the militia and extort bribes. Also, some sect from Vizima may have arrived here.
Do these men wear the salamander sign?
Never met them. But if they are a sect, the Reverend ought to know something.
I'll ask him.
Yes?
He sounded so mad when he said that. Okay, you can have my chicken sandwich. And literally everything. You can have all the things. I don't need any of them. And I do need cash. I need a lot of cash. That's dreadful. I do need food later, but I don't need it now. Because I'm not in town yet. And let's see. I guess I want both of these, but I don't actually have enough cash for that yet. Which means I'm gonna need to do a lot of fist fighting. Which is a very good way to get all your stuff, by the way. Fist fighting gets you everything you need ever.
A notice board. Maybe I can find some witcher's work.
Or maybe you can. How about I take all of it? You have to read it first, by the way, otherwise it doesn't count. I will take the Barghest contract. I will take the Drowner contract. I will drain the Drowner contract. I will take the Ghoul contract, and basically it's just kill monsters and then you get stuff for it. That is literally what it is. Didn't I have another one? I swear it's something else. Oh, was it this? Oh yeah, this is an arrest warrant for the Professor. Which, you know... I mean, he's already supposed to be dead, so... I'm just saying! I didn't know how to make Swallow yet. Haha! Well, you suck then, don't you? I need to find someone who wants to buy my books, though. It's important. And I'm pretty sure that there is actually a vendor here that buys books. Just have to find it. Kalxene has... He's important. He's a pretty cool guy. He's important. That is a gambler. This is the fist fighting.
Want a beating, stranger? We
We'll
fight for
fight
money.
Of course you do. Okay, you can't actually give them all of it to fight because then they don't accept it. Because
I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
We'll see.
then they think it's too expensive and they don't do it.
What's that?
You fight like a lass.
Do I? What does that make you then? Oh, I missed one. I'm not very strong yet. Uppercut! I'm basically a monster. Yes, they are dead. Well, not technically dead.
You win, Wanderer. Take your coin and leave me be.
They were so impressed that they were just standing there for a while.
Want to fight? Got any money?
Yeah, you can do this a few times. He actually gives me even less.
No pain, no gain.
Alright. I want to get to the end one, though. Fed Fred.
You fight like a lass.
Slap. Punch. Slap. Punch. So he dies in 2 seconds. Well, I keep saying died, but he obviously didn't die. But you know what I mean. And they're again so awestruck, they just have to stare at him for a while. I just beat him! Are you kidding me? It does this sometimes.
Lost again. Should have known. Here's your gold.
Why did you seriously accept a Witcher to do that? You wanna fight?
Whoa!
Some tournament going on?
We beat each other for coin.
Interesting.
Fat Fred will rearrange your face, just show me your gold.
How much?
25 orens.
Let's go! I'm in!
I'm in.
What's that?
What was that?
Time to die!
I must improve and beat Fed Fred. You haven't even beaten him in or tried to beat him in the first place, game. Yeah, the fist fighting in this game isn't really, it's not high level. It's a good income for coin, though. If they don't want to fight you anymore, you just need to meditate for a while, by the way. In case you were wondering.
You win.
My reward?
Choose.
2 flasks of supreme moonshine and a snack to go with them. A ring or cash.
See, I just want cash because, like, vodka's nice, right? It's nice. The snack also nice. Drink also nice. But the thing is, I always just create white gold for my base anyway, so.
Gold.
100 orens.
100 orens.
I'm itching to hit someone. No
well, I would hit you, but I'm not allowed, so. I'm gonna unlock dice poker for a bit so that I can do this thing while I'm offline, because I'm not gonna make you watch me poker all the time.
You don't look like one to be lucky at love, but I wager your luck excels at dice.
I know a bit about the game.
And you are wrong.
Sir, I wouldn't cheat you. An honest game's what I propose.
Honest? Why choose me? No one else is willing to sit down with you?
Risk is your daily bread, that's clear. I'd consider it an honor to play you.
My pouch is as empty as a smith's bellows.
The peasants round here have nothing but cabbage to wager. A hunter, a worthy opponent, used to fancy a game, but I haven't seen him in a while.
I know where
I'm
he
not
is.
Surprised. I don't doubt you fleeced him.
To be frank, he loved high stakes, yet the dice disliked him from the outset.
I like high stakes too. Who's this hunter?
Who is this hunter you played?
Must have been quite a lover, for I've never seen such ill luck on a man. He lost a lot of orens.
Watch out. Love wanes. He'll be back for his gold.
I think not, sir. You could smell the loser in him a mile off. The debts must be keeping him away.
So rude.
Can you make a good living at dice?
That depends entirely on who one plays, sir. The wages are certainly larger in Vizima.
And where in Vizima would I find someone willing to play?
If your money pouch is bursting, try the new Narracourt. You might also choose the Hairy Bear, if you have the nerve.
And I would, but I don't have dice yet, I just realized.
Farewell.
I need to actually go outside, a while away from here. I need to go... Location, please. I need to go... Oh, I can't move that far. Okay, well, go away then. It's not here. It's like hereabouts you find Zoltan. And you can find dice there. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode in that case. And hopefully I'll get to pick up my dice there.
Finally, someone sensible here.
And you are?
Luvarden, merchant. Of those Luvardens.
Of those or not, I sense you have a job for me.
Unfortunately. My friend disappeared in the cave beneath Vizima's walls.
You think he's dead?
I don't know. I'll pay you 200 orns to rescue him or provide for a decent burial. Will you take the job?